This dude had some huge tears. Look at that. Look at the size of that. It's like as big as my fucking head. Oh my god. I found one of Garridan's tears. I should continue searching, as there may be more. Incredible. Golly. Hopefully he never gets unthawed and never has to learn the truth about his legacy. That the only people who know about him potentially having saved his entire farm mantle glade or glen or whatever it was called are just going to be like book nerds who are reading all these books, Nightfall and whatnot. Everyone else is going to know him for being like the biggest crybaby around. When we had last left the hero of Kvatch, well, their side-questing super bonanza continued, this time with them dealing with the staff of the Everscamp, which had come to curse Rosentia Galenus of Leowyn, and it was there that scamps were appearing non-stop and being really stinky. Thankfully, the hero of Kvatch was able to travel out and return the staff from whence it came to a weird little ruin and a weird little altar, filled with Daedra, no less. Following that, they traveled northward to Breville, where they finally resolved the mysterious and spooky occurrence known only as the Forlorn Watchman, a weird, terrifying, kind of chill ghost would appear on the shoreline nearby and would just kind of look around. And everybody was talking about it. For a ghost that just minded its own damn business, people sure cared a lot about it. Anyway, the hero of Kvatch was on the scene to go and investigate. Turned out there was a shipwreck with someone shackled to the lower levels. With the shackles released, so too was the ghost. Now it was time to carry out more side questing, perhaps this time with Garridan's tears. Some sort of crybaby. This is the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. Welcome back. Zoop, zoop. There we are. And as you can see, we're no longer out in the middle of nowhere. We are back at the spire where I've deposited another load of 10 butts. I went and also crafted up Foul Murder Mark II, which is not all too dissimilar from our usual magic. Like I'd said, this will hopefully be a fun way to get our, what do you call it? Our blade. I was about to say one-handed. Our blade skill up to max, which we really ought to do, because we still have to level up. Mind you, we still gotta level up our hand-to-hand. Okay. Let me also do some quick repairs before I forget. I forgot to do it in between videos. Okay. There we are. Oh yeah, I should probably show off what it actually does. There you go. Like I said, nearly identical to what we have on our magic spell, right? Still only have 1 second on the soul trap effect there, as you can see, because we don't really need more than that, since, you know, if they're dead, they're dead. But we do have 3 seconds for the weakness to frost and magic, given, you know, recovery time, and if we get, like, blocked or whatever, something like that, good to have some wiggle room. Anyway, let's head on out to... Where do we need to go for this? Let's see. Tears of the Savior. Oh, that's for Sadrasa? Isn't Sadrasa with the... That's our fence. No? Or no, our Doyen. Sadrasa described a bit about Garridan's tears to me. Apparently, they're literally tears of a knight who was somehow frozen long ago. To find where they may be located, he suggested I speak... Oh wait, Sadrasa must be someone else then. I speak to a colleague of his at the Arcane University in the Imperial City, Julienne Fanis. Okay. Good, and then we'll just fast travel out there. Good, good, good. Journeyman of Mercantile can buy and sell any item. Okay, and then we'll just fast travel straight there. Why not? Good. And we'll check in with Julienne, who usually hangs out in the main center tower. Tends to
Go
be.
ahead. I heard the gauntlets of the Crusader are gone from the chapel in Coral.
Okay. Man, they love talking about that. Oh,
what
perfect.
can I do for you, Archmage?
Julienne, where do you go normally? All right, well, I'm glad you're here.
What can I help you with?
Can you tell me a rumor real quick?
Can you believe that a thief broke into the Imperial Palace itself?
Say it ain't so. Okay, tell me about Garridan's tears.
You aren't the first person to go looking for those. Quite a remarkable story, really. I know a bit about it.
Please, I wish to hear it. No tales. Where can I find the tears? God, how rude to just be like, nah, I don't want to hear the story. Let's cut the crap. I just want the stuff. Please, I wish to hear it.
Certainly. Garridan was a knight who lorded over a small village of peaceful farmers. One harvest summer, there was a horrible drought.
Was he a knight or a lord, then?
The farmers appealed to Garridan to discover a solution. He spent a week consulting with sages until one of them mentioned a possibility. The sage told him of an artifact called the Everflow Ewer. The vessel, which looked like a silver pitcher, was said to supply endless water.
That's amazing.
Yes, indeed. Legend has it that Garridan found the ewer and that it was guarded by a fearsome creature. It is also said that the creature froze him. When Garridan realized his quest was a failure and he wouldn't be able to return and save the farmers, he began to shed some tears. As the ice enveloped him, some of his tears were frozen as well. Some even say that the divine Mara took pity on the poor knight. To commemorate his kind heart, she imbued the tears with some sort of magical power. That's only rumor, though. You know, if you're really interested in more, there's a book I read once called Nightfall. It may have more about Garridan.
Oh, I guess we need to read that immediately then. Where can I find this book?
I think I saw a copy last time I was at the first edition bookshop in the Market District.
Okay. Anything else on these tears?
I wish I could tell you more about them, but that's all I remember from speaking to my colleagues here at the university.
Okay, great.
Please, visit me again anytime. I'm glad to help. Give Strasser my regards.
Oh, wow. That's pretty uncommon that they have an ambient dialogue closing like that. That's relating to your quest. Huh. Okay, well, let's go feed upon someone's bod. May as well, right? Mage's quarters here. Top ourselves off, and then, whoops, over here. Upper level. Okay. Looks like they're all asleep. I'm going to quick save just in case. And you know what? I'm also going to don the cowl. Just in case. Okay, we're good. And then let me put back on my regular helmet. Lovely. And then, shit, I guess we should sleep here too. Can I sleep in these beds, or is it illegal for me as Archmage to do that? Oh god, they're actually all full? No, okay. I guess we gotta go for like 12 hours, because we want the first edition. Who knows when it opens? 10 a.m. should be good. Okay. There we go. Oh. You lay on your back with a blissful feeling of peace swirling through your brain. You imagine yourself in like a wonderful meadow, a little meadow-like clearing in a sort of mystical, enchanted forest. It's like perfect temperature. It's super chill. There's sing-song birds. There's bees, but they're very chill as well. They're bees that you just know these bees would never do anything to you. There's like deer frolicking about. There's fresh fruit growing nearby, and you can kind of smell it in the flowers. It rained the other day, so you kind of get like this nice like demystifying like, oh, just a relaxing sort of bit of feeling in the air as like the humidity is leaving and it's cooling. There's like a cooling gentle breeze as well. In the distance, maybe you can hear like the ocean lapping at like a distant shoreline somehow. It's just such a chill time. And what's this? Oh my gosh, someone has baked a delicious like blueberry pie, right? There's amazing pie. Oh, and if you don't like blueberries, maybe it's like apple or something like that. There's a pie that you made from the freshest of fruits in this forest, this mystical forest. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. You're practically like a cartoon character being woken up from your daydreaming in the shade at the clearing, where you're like being lifted up on your feet and carried over to the pie as the pie is carried over to you, right? And you, just as you reach it, you realize, who is carrying this pie? That's right, it's Mannimarco. Inside the pie, it's not blueberries, it's eyeballs. It's Mannimarco, and he's smiling at you, and now you're eating eyeballs. Way to go, asshole. Terrifying. Okay. There we go, let's head on down. Good lord. We gotta stop being a vampire. I don't know how many of these I got in me. Alright. Let's head on out of here. There we are. Oh, great. Look. The whole vampire shit in Oblivion, you only get the reset if you've already descended past the point of, like, being a little too much of a vampire, right? There's no preventative measure if you're already like, if you've already just freshly sucked, you know? You can only go back and reset if you're already taking sun damage. That's the only time where it actually does something. Okay. Let's head on over here. There we go. We'll see if they also sell any other unique books that we maybe haven't bought yet. Because I want to say that might be the case. I'm not sure, though. But we may as well look through all their wares, as we're, like, amassing our own sort of library. There we are, over here. If you sneak up and attack someone who does not detect you, you deal extra damage.
What is it, citizen?
Not nearly enough, though. First edition. Perfect. Oh, what a mess.
Good day.
Hello, Fentius. Tell me a rumor real quick.
If you need something enchanted, Cyrodiil has the goods.
Okay, let's see what kind of books you've got. Beggar Prince, Brief History of the Empire, Cleansing of the Fane. I think we have that, actually. Galarian the Mystic. Oh, there it is, Nightfall. I guess I'll buy it. I've purchased Nightfall from Finitus at the first edition bookshop in the Market District. I should read it to find out more about Garridan's Tears. Are there actually any real good reads here? Last King of the Aliens is a bit of a wild one, I guess. Oh, The Refugees. I don't think we've got that.
A bargain at any price.
The True Nature of Orcs. I don't know. I'm buying
that
it.
For a song.
I'm surprised that for the Wolf Queen, I don't know that we have any volumes of the Wolf Queen. I guess I'll buy this one. Okay, well, that'll do.
Thank you. Come again.
Goodbye.
Good day.
And then let's read about it. Let's see here. Since this is like, this pertains to what we're doing, I guess we can have it to where this doesn't count as our reading for today. Nightfall. Nightfall tells the tale of Garridan and the quest for the Everflow Ewer at a place known as Frostfire Glade. It is supposedly located in the mountains near Bruma. Using some of the references from the story, I was able to pinpoint it on my map. The book also mentions needing special refined frost salts to get into the glade. I should speak to Julienne Fanis about this. I bet this was a quest made before they decided to have like the in-game quest tracker and all of that on your like radar with your marker. Because this feels like such a Morrowind coded quest, you know, where you need to read a book and there's hints in the book that you can use as reference to pinpoint the location. Okay. Oh, this is but an excerpt, not the entire tale of Nightfall. Excerpt from Nightfall, Tales of Heroism and Chivalry, edited by Corellian Odrenius. The Legend of Garridan Stalrus, as told by Yaron Aethelwield, squire and friend. And so it came to pass that on the first month before the harvest, nary a decent crop could be found in the drought-ridden fields of Farmantle Glens. 27 families, their bellies sunken and empty, turned to their lordship who had been so fair to them in hard times before. The man ruled not with an iron gauntlet, but with the soft touch of silken kindness. My lord, Garridan Stalrus, knight-errant of Farmantle Glens. I watched, sadly, as my lord Garridan looked out at the withered fields before him from his meager stone keep and cursed the luck that tainted the skies and stopped the rain from falling. The families in his charge would not last the winter, which was always bitter and cold in the northern reaches of the Gerals. His own supply of grain was already picked clean. There was barely enough to sustain him for the months ahead. I know, if my lord had the food there, he would have shared it gladly, allowing his charges to pay him back in whatever time or manner they could afford, and in some cases, to those in dire need, give it to them without costs. Something had to be done, and it had to be done soon. Sparing not a drake, Garridan paid for the best sages he could find, and used the rest to buy as much surplus grain as he could wrest from the neighboring domains. A month passed and nothing surfaced. Winter's icy tendrils would soon creep across Farmantle Glens, causing the green to disappear from the landscape. Families would have to huddle close to their hearths, keeping warm and rationing the bits of food Garridan had given them. I could see Garridan's patience, which was immense, mind you, wearing thin. He told me he'd considered selling his keep, his belongings, anything to keep his people alive. If only the harvest would yield more, they'd be saved. Then, as if Mara herself had answered his prayers, a sage entered Garridan's keep with the answer. Legend told of a vessel of sorts from which water would pour endlessly, known as the Everflow Ewer. Some said the divines themselves created it. Others thought perhaps a powerful sorcerer enchanted it. Wherever it was from, Garridan knew this could be his chance. Following the directions from the sage, my lord and I set out to recover the ewer and rid Farmantle Glens of the drought. It took days to reach the entrance to the place. After we passed through a winding passage, we finally came to an odd door, covered in mystical symbols. As the sage instructed, my lord touched some refined frost salts to the door. The ancient stone door opened, and we proceeded into the glade. A cave cut into a hillside led into a small glade of trees. In the center of the glade, flanked by 2 standing stones, was a stone altar. On the altar, seemingly glowing with inner light, was the ewer. Cut from crystal, the vessel was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Water filled it to the very top, and as legends held, would never diminish as the liquid decanted from it. Eager to return to his domain, Garridan grasped the ewer in hand. Suddenly the ground trembled, as though the mountains themselves were angered. The sky changed from sunlit blue to dreary gray. Even the ring of trees forming the glade seemed to bend away slightly from the altar, as if fearing what was to come. Then, with no warning, one of the standing stones cracked and exploded. My gaze froze and my heart fell as I looked upon the guardian of the glade, a huge creature seemingly cut from the very same crystal as the ewer, stepped forth and growled menacingly at my master. The air around it became very cold, as if it was born from the glaciers of the northern mountains. This was a being of ice, living, breathing ice. Garridan shouted at me to run as he drew his blade. Still clutching the ewer in one hand, he gave a mighty swing at the ice creature. When the forged steel struck home, it gave a resounding ring and merely chipped the beast as a spike would when driven against the hardest of rocks. Never showing fear, my lord swung again and again, each blow being harmlessly deflected away. Then a single and mighty blow from the ice creature knocked my lord down. His blade slid away, and he lay on the forest floor, looking up into the crystalline eyes of his death. The ice creature raised its arm again for the fatal blow and brought it down hard at Garridan's prone form. I don't know why he did it. Perhaps it was instinct, perhaps a moment's lapse in judgment. But my lord lifted the Everflow ewer defensively as he got up to a kneeling position. The blow from the creature connected with the vessel, creating an ear-splitting crash. There was a sound of water splashing and a horrible cracking noise as the sundered pitcher sent waves of freezing water in all directions. Even as I watched, the liquid covered the ice creature and my poor master. They seemed suspended in place, as if frozen solid. At the time, I didn't know how true my thoughts had become. As I watched in horror, they were encased in a tomb of pure ice. I could see Garridan's face as the ice overtook him, and I could swear he was crying. He was crying. A few of his tears froze and fell to the ground at his feet like beautiful blue crystals. He knew he'd failed his mission. His people would starve, and he was responsible. Frost and ice covered everything in the glade now. The trees, the rocks, the soil, everything. It was then that I became aware that the very air around me began to freeze. It was like a cold winter's night at first, and then it rapidly became worse. The cold was so bad it turned into a sort of frozen heat. It began to burn. My throat became tight and breathing became difficult. I began to lose feeling in my arms and legs, and my vision was beginning to blur. I had to escape this icy glade and tell Garridan's story. It was the least I could do for such a noble man. With every bit of strength I could muster, I ran from the frostfire and back through the cave. I barely escaped with my life. My journey back to the domain of Garridan was a sad one. My heart was heavy, my mind clouded with misery. He was a good man, the greatest I'd ever known. To die like that was no way for such an honorable knight to end his life. When I finally reached the outskirts of Farmmantle Glen, the farmers were waiting for me. I was ready to tell them the sad news, but they raised a cheer of great joy. They told me that only a week ago, a strange, bluish glowing rain fell on their fields, and that the next day the crops began to grow as if there had never been a drought. A week ago was exactly when my master was frozen in that horrible glade, and his tears froze like bluish raindrops frozen in time. I looked up at the heavens, and the twinkling lights suddenly gave me great comfort. I thanked Mara and headed home. Dude, this squire was so in love with Garridan. Oh my god, the squire was absolutely in love. Holy shit. Okay, well, let's head on out. It would be somewhere out there. Oh, am I to actually... Oh, I should speak to Julienne Fanis. Oh, because I need not just normal frost salts, I need refined ones. Oh, I see. There we go. Okay. Let's continue over this way.
All visitors to the
Then through here to the Arboretum. Unfortunately, we can't fast travel now.
Everything all right?
On account of vampirism.
What is it, citizen?
There's a small chance that being locked in jail will increase your security or sneak skill. Oh, really?
Is everything all right? Look a bit.
Okay, then over here.
What is it, citizen?
And into this. And thankfully, Julian is always here. Yep.
What can I do for you, Archmage? Anything else I can help with?
There sure is. I need some refined frost salts. You know where I can get that?
Yes, I have them for sale. If you'd like to buy some, feel free. They're top quality. I refine them myself.
You're gonna sell them to me? Oh my god, okay.
Have a look
I
at my
guess I'll
wares.
buy them.
I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Yeah, look at this. Oh, they're weightless, though. Okay. Sure, I'll buy all of them.
A bargain at any price.
I've acquired refined frost salts from Julienne. I should make my way to Frostfire Glade.
A pleasure to serve you.
Anything else about these salts?
Sorry, that's all I had. The refining process is quite costly and very tedious.
Yeah, why did you do
If you come
that?
across any unusual ingredients in your travels, be sure to remember me and bring them here.
Why did you refine them? Just for fun? Why did she actually have those? Huh. Okay. She didn't even want to know, like, oh, is this actually linked to the Garridan's tears? Are you investigating that? No, she just, for whatever reason, had 5 of them. Despite the fact that apparently it's so damn tedious to make them. How bizarre. Okay, well, I think we'll just run out the rest of the way here. Okay. There we are. Oh, should we check for Shady Sam again? I think we ought to. Uh-oh. We're in combat with something. Mountain lion. Time to use my new weapon. Great. Okay. Man, where's this dude at? There you are.
You need something special?
I sure do. Tell me a rumor real quick.
Virtuous visitors to way shrines of Kinnereth may receive blessings of agility.
Virtuous visitors. Okay.
Can I interest you in some of my wares?
I'll buy some skooma, and I'll buy your 30 picks. Thank you.
Come back and see me again. Come see me anytime, friend.
Okay, then let's carry on over here. Should I hunt down this poor deer? There we go. There's a crabulon here as well. Ooh, double crab. I will fight them. I hear another one. Some clams out here. Oh yeah, another double crab. Perfect. Oh my god, non-stop crabs. Okay, we better get out of here before I get sucked into crab fighting. I'm fighting something else again. No way, is it another damn crab? Oh, it's an invisible mountain lion. We must be near that, that wizard's tower, huh? Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Fort Caractacus. Okay. Oh, look at Frostcrag Spire. Looking cool as hell. Okay. Oh, hey. There's a gate to Oblivion here. Did it just spawn in, or has it been here? Huh, okay. I guess we can go do it real quick. I'll hold off on that. Let's get Gordon out real quick. Are there any others out here? Are there really not? Wow, there was just a single Daedra? Oh no. There's a dry guy. Oh, this is gonna suck. Whew. Okay. Sure. Whoa, look at the electricity arcing over there. I don't know if that's being picked up on YouTube. Looks like a graphical glitch, huh? Yeah, look at this. Wow. It's totally bugged, but it looks so damn cool. Holy shit. What do you think of that, Gordon? I'm gonna take the void salts off of it. Look at this shit. Oh, it doesn't show it from back here. Oh, wow, look. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's like one of those fun little, like, science class. You know, I'm talking about the orbs. Right? You, like, put your hand on it, and the electricity arcs toward your hand through the surface. Okay. Going through here. I forget what those are called. They have like a technical term. It's almost like a Tesla coil. I forget what exactly they're called. Oh, hey. It's this one. Okay. Anything good on you? No butts. Okay. Oh, right. Man, been a while since we were in this one. Forgot what the hell to even do. Okay. Head on up. Too damn slow. Okay, then up here. Get some of that. Activate this. Let's head on out. Quick save. See if I remember how to do this one. Isn't this the one we have to jump down carefully through the middle? I think so. Strong potion of sorcery. It's useful. Void salts and money. Okay. Okay. And then, like that. And that gets us into the rending halls, and then we can proceed upward. Perfect. Okay. This way. Check these. I'll take that. I'll leave the rest. Gold, lightning storm. Okay. Maybe we'll finally get a Fortify Magicka one. No way, huh? No way. Okay. And up this way. Up here. And I think we only have to go one more? Or is this... Oh yeah, this is the sigillum right now. Okay. And we definitely had the creamy man in here. So I'm gonna quick save right now in case the creamy man doesn't survive. Okay. Let's see. A solid shield. Okay. 729 big ones. I'm gonna leave that. It's a shield with shield on it. Okay, are we good? I think we should be. Wow, the creamy man's body is out and it is alive. It is a living body of a creamy man. Okay, I wasn't anticipating that. Let's see, what all did I get out of that? Anything good? Man, that's rough. Water walking on self. And offensively frost damage. Okay, well. What the fuck can you do? Okay. Oh, what was that? My magic just like sputtered? What the hell was that? I've never had that happen. It's just like shooting blanks out here. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to level my blade, poor dear. Okay. Oh, there was 1 gold on this troll. Take it. Good. Let's try and head over this way. I'll do a quick save. Damn, there's another troll out here? Oh, it's a minotaur. Is this a minotaur lord? No, it's a standard minotaur. Okay. Power that up. Frostfire Glade. Oh, there's a person here. Hello.
You. I've seen your kind before. You've got blood on your hands. Keep your blade sheathed, you murdering bastard, or I'll put you down myself.
Okay, take it easy, man. Who's the psychopath out here? I'm just frolicking through the woods. Right? Like, fucking chill. You're a forester. Why do you gotta fucking talk like this? Why are you coming on so fucking strong, man?
Carry on.
carry on. Okay. Okay, over here. There it is. Alright. And then, let's roll up inside of here. Oh. There's a angry bear. Good. Let's get Gordon out and do some self-healing. Sorry, Gordon. Pardon me. Let's check over here. Oh, mountain lion of some sort. Great. Okay, over this way. Get Gordon back out again. Drink another mana pot, or magica pot. Ah, here's the door. I've arrived at the entrance to Frostfire Glade. Like the book describes, the refined frost salts are in my hand. All I must do is open the seal by touching it. Okay. Good. I've entered Frostfire Glade. The entire area seems filled with a swirling, freezing mist. The extreme cold in this place is unbearable without magic protection. The glade is true to its namesake. The frost burns as if it were fire. I should now carefully begin searching it for Garridan's tears. Am I going to be taking a lot of damage? I don't know that I am. Am I taking frost damage too, or is this just sun damage that I'm getting right now? I don't know. Okay. Sure. Let's see. Maybe I have it listed as some sort of horrible effect. Sun damage. I'm taking 1 point of sun damage. I don't know that I am taking any other damage. Okay, well. Sure. Oh, maybe this is the cold that will hurt me. Oh my god, it's the frost monster! I kind of wish that it was more than just a frost atronach. You know? I kind of wish it was more than that. Okay. Anything good on you? I'll take the frost salts, I suppose. In the center of Frostfire Glade, I've discovered an astonishing sight. Garridan himself, locked in an eternal frozen struggle with a huge frost atronach. It appears that Garridan had dropped his weapon and was using the ewer to protect himself. Yeah, come on. Didn't I actually read the book or not? The atronach smashed the ewer, which must have reacted with the magical waters and froze everything solid. A sad end for such a noble knight. Okay. Ooh. Alright, well, am I gonna shoot him with fire, maybe? Can I thaw them out? I don't think you can. Could you imagine if you could actually thaw them out? Holy hell. Okay, well. Oh, here's one of the tears. Okay. Damn. This dude had some huge tears. Look at that. Look at the size of that. It's like as big as my fucking head. Oh my god. I found one of Garridan's tears. I should continue searching, as there may be more. Incredible. Golly. Hopefully he never gets unthawed and never has to learn the truth about his legacy. That the only people who know about him potentially having saved his entire farm mantle glade or glen or whatever it was called are just going to be like book nerds who are reading all these books, Nightfall and whatnot. Everyone else is going to know him for being like the biggest crybaby around. They're just going to know him as this guy who fought a frost atronach so poorly that he cried, right? His most famed act was crying, being the crying knight. I found one of Garridan's tears. I should continue searching, as there may be more. Why are we getting these, by the way? I don't even remember why we're getting these. This is, mind you, this isn't the magical water at all. It's actually his tears. Good God, they are hard to see. Here we go. I found one of them. Oh shit, there's more than 3? Oh my god. Oh, this is gonna be bad then. If there's more than 3 of them? Oh, fuck. Remember when I was talking about how handy it was in the original game having sort of lower detailed environments and all of that, making it to where stuff on the ground would pop a bit more easily. Man. Would be nice to have that right here, right now. I'm assuming it's all going to be around the big chunk of ice. Which also, to be fair, when you were in the wilderness, it was pretty easy to lose items on the floor. You know, if there was a whole bunch of grass. I remember that happening a bunch in the early game. And later on, but it was less important later on. But stuff like getting disarmed and your weapon goes flying into a huge growth of grass. Just never find it again. Used to be what you would do is pop open the console and toggle the grass on and off to look. Holy shit, dude, I'm never gonna find it. Okay. Oh my god, here it is. Are there only 4? I should continue searching as there may be more? How do I know? I wouldn't think that. I would, frankly, in real life, if I saw this, I would think that there were only 3. We're going to 5? In no world would I ever think that there would be more than 3. If I found 3, I'd be like, yeah, I found them all. I found the 3rd of Garridan's Tears. What is obviously the last and final one that I should find? It's time to head out, right? There's no way in which I'm going to be like, oh, I found 3. What if there's 4? Okay. Oh, dear God. I mean, it's got to be close to the main area here, right? Gotta be. Do you think it shows up better with my torch out? I don't fucking think so. This is a nightmare. Let's see, do I have the quest like officially tracked? Maybe it'll show up on my map exactly where they are. Oh my god, it doesn't. Okay, how about this? How about this? What if I use clairvoyance, huh? You think that could show me? Could not find a path. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're really out here doing this then. Dude, this sucks. Okay, maybe there's another one up inside of all the rocks that I missed. Look, it's very sparkly now. Is it meant to be sparkling like this? Or is that just like artifacting from UE5? I'm not sure if this is like... This seems like a bug, right? This seems like a UE5 lighting bug. What the fuck? Why do we think that there's 5? Because 4 is too weird of a number? I guess. Oh my god. This is a fresh hell. Maybe it's under the Atronak? Okay. Can I even move it? Okay. No, that's not doing me any favors. I don't think I am taking sun damage out here. My health might be ticking down ever so slightly, but that actually might be the cold. This is fucked up. This is hellish. You would think that for this quest, you know, we mentioned earlier, oh, did they turn it on easy mode to where I don't have to go find the dungeon itself, you know? Originally it was written to where, oh yeah, you've figured out the rough clues of where it might be by reading the book. Now go out and find it. Maybe you'll eventually find Frostfire Cove or Glen or whatever it was called. You know what? That'd be fair enough. But then finding what feels like a fucking needle in a haystack? Oh my gosh. This is like they made me have to find the worst part of it. You know, I feel like it should be inverted. Go find the dungeon entrance and then give me a quest marker for these stupid fucking tears. Oh dear God. You know what may actually be the case? Maybe it clipped through the ground. You don't think it fell into the fucking ground, huh? No way. Right? No way. It fell through the world and now it's completely inaccessible? No. It's gotta be that I'm just missing it, right? Gotta be. Holy shit, this is hell. This is so fucking horrible, dude. Oh my God, I'm gonna fucking shit my pants. What the hell? Maybe if the torch is out, it'll make it easier to spot. I wonder if having like fin gleam on will make the tear pop any better. This is torture. This is pure torture. Why am I so sure that there's another one? Look, at a certain point, I have to come to terms with the fact that there's probably not another one, right? I would just accept the fact that I found them all. It's not even like my objective is like, find all 5 of his tears. I don't even have that. It's not even like I need 5 of them for something. No? Let's see. Yeah, Sidrasa enjoys collecting crystals of a magical nature. Sidrasa didn't even tell me how many he wanted. Okay. What the fuck, dude? Do you think it's up on top of something else? Can I drop one and see if it, like, shines in the night? Let's see here. I bet I can't drop it because it's a quest item. Yeah. Holy fuck. How did I ever find it back in the day? Oh my God. Okay, let me equip Fin Gleam. Maybe this will help out immensely. Maybe it'll... Fuck. Okay. Could it be? Will this help? I feel like this is not helping. Because now everything is the same color, right? Right, I feel like this just exacerbates the pre-existing issue. What the fuck? Oh my God. Anybody else just, like, get to this quest and just fucking give up? Just quit? Did anybody just get to this in Oblivion Remastered specifically? I don't remember it being this tough in the original. Was it? Was it, like, tough as shit? Let's see. Maybe if I inspect it, it'll have a glow to it and that'll at least be a hint. But you'd think I would have seen a glow by now. God. Okay. You know what? I was making a joke about, haha, look at the size of his tears. It's like almost the size of my head. What a guy. This guy's tears are so huge. What's going on? What a freak. What a moron. Try blinking, asshole. Hey, asshole, next time you cry, why don't you try blinking in the middle so your tears don't get to be the size of fucking kumquats? And now I'm like, fuck, I wish he never blinked. My God. I wish they were like the size of a fucking car. Oh, dear God. Could it be up here in this other part of the frost? I don't think so, because none of them were further away. You know? They were all, like, encircling this mystical area in the center. Good God. This is a fresh fucking hell, dude. I ain't ever gonna find it. I'm never gonna fucking find it. Could it be that it literally clipped through the environment? No way. Surely they would proof that for the remaster, right? Surely they would have the remaster set up to where that can't happen. You know? So there was one on top of this mess of stuff. Big old rock in the middle. Could it be that there's two? I don't know. Maybe it was just the one up here. What's worse is if I've gone past it already and someone has seen it as well. You know? This is exactly why I don't think I'll ever do puzzle games on this channel. This is exactly why. You know, it's all fun and games if I keep pace with expectations. It's all fun and games if I'm faster. If I just so happen to be like, shit, I'm fucking too hot to trot. I'm clearing puzzles left and right. I'm finding Garridan's tears like nobody's business. But every so often, you know what? I'm but a mere mortal. Every so often I'm gonna have a problem. And it's gonna be like pulling fucking teeth. Dude. This is so nightmarish. There's like a crackling noise. Do you think that was a hint? I don't think so. I don't think it meant anything. Dude, is this for fucking real? I might just never do this. Maybe I just can't do it. I'm literally too stupid to find it. Did I use any wild magic here? Like big AoE blasts? I don't think so. That would have sent it careening off into the woods? I don't fucking think I did. Hang on, is that it right there? Look, there's an anomaly on the local map. You don't think they show up on the local map, do they? There's the Atronak. Hang on. We've got some anomalous activity detected. Could it be? Oh my god! Holy shit! Anomalous activity fucking detected, dude! Oh my god, I literally detected it with my fucking map. Oh my god. Look, it's even gone now. It's gone now. How? How can that be? What a world. What a fucking world. What a world. How did it show up like that? Oh my god. Praise fucking Akatosh, dude. How did it show up like that? I found the fifth and final one of Garridan's tears. Oh, are you fucking sure? Are you fucking sure, Hero of Kvatch? How do we know that there's only 5? You know? Maybe you know, like half a dozen. You know, maybe half a dozen is a good number. You know? Maybe that makes more sense. Fuck out of here. Fifth and final one. How the fuck do we know? How do we fucking know? I can now return to Sadrasa in Leyawiin for my hard-earned reward. And perhaps a warm fire. What a prick. Oh my god. Look at this. I don't even see the guy, do you? Oh yeah, look. So why was there another Frost Atronach out here? Were there actually two of them? I don't even see the ewer, do I? The shattered ewer? It used to be able, you could very easily see it. I don't know that I can. Folks, can you see the ewer? Maybe that's part of it. Dude, that's just a broken bottle. That ain't no fucking ewer. Look at that. He's got like a shank. Yeah, that's it. It's like a broken bottle of booze. I could have sworn it looked more like a pitcher. You know, like your sort of traditional classic pitcher. Right? The type that the Kool-Aid Man would use as a vessel. Okay. God. Let's get on out of here. If I even know how. Jesus, yeah, how do you even get out now? No wonder no one's ever found this glade. Or maybe people have. There should just be a bunch of dead bodies around here. Okay. I feel as though we should have met up with the squire. Or a descendant of them. And traveled out here. I really want to know what the fuck was up with my local map and how it just saved my whole ass. Right? How was it that for a moment it showed up? Right? Was I tripping balls? Did it not show up on the map? Was that actually just like a smudge on my monitor? Like an imperceptibly small smudge that I noticed for but a minute? It was there, wasn't it? It was real. For some reason, this part of the map was rendered in like higher detail like their surrounding area. But now it's like all splotchy. Oh, maybe it had to do with time of day. Right? Maybe the clock ticked over to a certain time. Someone roll back the tape and check. Was it like, once it turned like 11 p.m. or 12 a.m., you could no longer discern as clearly? God, maybe that's it. What a freak of a fucking quest. Oh, what's this? Is this a little secret thing? No. Okay. The Great Forest. I had no idea it was called the Great Forest. If it ain't written on the map. Is it actually written on the map? The Heartlands. County Cheydinhal. Yeah, ain't nobody calling it the Great Forest. Oh, the Great Forest is over here. Get it right, Frostfire Glades. This is the Heartlands. The Great Forest? That's over here by Coral. The Great Forest. Get out of my fucking ass. Alright. There's the Beast's Maw as well over yonder. Okay. Well. Let's head on out. We have to go all the way to Leyawiin. Let's do it. Good, good, good. Man, what a fucking miracle. Thank you, Akatosh. Thank you, Mara. Thank you, whoever granted me such a boon.
Hello.
Okay. Let's travel on over here. Do a quick save. Sidrasa at the Mages Guild. Hello. Oh, you're Sidrasa.
You look like you've seen some travel.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, here, why don't you take 500 gold?
I would gladly let you invest in my shop.
Okay. By the way, you know about refined frost salts?
Yes, I've heard of mages who seal portals with an ingredient as a key. Makes the door impossible to lockpick. Refined frost salts sounds like something that Julienne would specialize in. You may want to go back to the university and speak to her.
How odd that Sidrasa has something to say about that. Further evidence that, right? The quest tracker system was not always existent in Oblivion. And originally they maybe had a system more akin to Morrowind's, where you had to like really read through stuff and remember like, okay, who are the NPCs I'd talked to before in this quest? And should I talk to them again to get more information, you know? Because under what other premise would you go back to Sadrasa before Julienne, especially since you're both in the city, you know? And Sadrasa's way out here. Okay, Garridan's tears.
You found 5 of the tears? Fantastic. This turned out better than I expected. Perhaps a little bit of a bonus is in order.
Dude, he didn't even expect all 5. He didn't even expect 5. But even then, how did he know that there were 5? Did he say all 5? How did he know that there were 5 in total? How the fuck does anyone know this? Tell me more about the
They're
tears.
the pride of my collection.
Okay. Can I persuade you any?
More.
No.
The tears look
Rosentia sent
beautiful
word
in my
ahead that she
collection.
has you to
1,000
thank for freeing her
thanks
of those
once again.
accursed little beasts.
What? The creamy man did? Okay.
Looking for anything to purchase today?
Tell me a rumor.
Have you heard? Someone desecrated the tomb of Lathosa. No wonder her ghost haunts that place.
Can I
What
buy
can I
anything from you?
interest you in?
Nah, not really.
Return anytime.
Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's nearly time to wake up. Okay, well, let's head on out of here. What's another quest that we've got? Lifting the Veil. I've met a Nord named Tolgan. Apparently, he's the herald of Countess Narina Carvain from here in Bruma. He presented me with a stipend of gold and a request from Lady Carvain to meet her at the castle. Not wanting to offend the Countess, I should accept the request and make my way there when she holds court. Okay. God, we have to go all the way. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's just wait here for 18 hours, and we're going to feed upon some guildmates. And then we'll be able to, like, safely fast travel and whatnot. Good, good, good. Okay. Great. Oh, you have a dream of a sumptuous banquet. And what is engrossing all of this banquet? What comprises it? Why, there's roasted meats. There's beautiful what do you call them? Cornucopias filled to the brim with incredible fruits and gourds, and there's a whole bunch of like starchy, delicious, but maybe kind of bad for you foods as well. There's sweet rolls, of course, and there's blueberry pie being brought in by none other than Mana Marco. Because they're all eyeballs instead. Alright. Let's see.
How are you?
Oh yeah, they're going to bed now, I think. I hope. Agata is over here looking pensive. Okay, let's see. If I just put on the cowl, am I going to be fine to just feed right in front of her? Am I just going to be cool as hell? Okay.
What can I do for you, Archmage?
Oh, just let me take a quick bite here.
By the 9 to 5!
What did you do that for?
Assault!
Some kind
assault!
of maniac?
Look, you need to fucking chill. You need to fucking chill. Are the guards going to come in? If they come in, I want to be able to whip off the cowl. Did she call for them? No. She actually did not narc. She yelled, but she did not call the fucking cops. Okay. Alright.
What can I do
Alve
for you,
Souvenim?
Archmage?
I respect that. You know what? I appreciate that. Or I should say, the gray fox appreciates it. Okay, let's head on over to My God, look at the chapel stained glass. Fucking A. Look at that, though. In the middle of the rain and all that? Oh, it looks quite good. Especially from afar. Oh my gosh, it pops so well. It makes me wish that the stained glass right there was treated similarly. It's only these lower ones that really are glowing in the night. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, the upper ones need to be glowing too. Wow, yeah. Those look amazing. Okay. Well, let's head on back up to the north. All the way here to Castle Bruma. Cool. And we'll check in with the countess, who also wants us to get a relic. It couldn't be as tough as the last relic we had to find for someone. The Great Hall. Good.
Always a pleasure.
Oh wow, these are very low-hanging. Were they always this low-hanging? I can pretty much jump on top of them from here. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I'm swinging from the chandelier. Is there anything up here? I don't think so. I very desperately want there to be something up here, right? I would love it if there were. I don't think there's anything up here, but man, how cool would it be if there were? If one of these were like a little secret lever or whatever that we're accustomed to, and it opens some kind of secret chamber.
Well met, my lord.
Dude, Creamy Man got a well met big time. From Captain Bird, no less, I bet. Yeah. Oh, this is Tolkien. Okay, never mind.
I'm sorry. You must speak to Countess Carvane for any further information.
I will do that. Countess?
I've heard much about your deeds from my people in Bruma. I trust the stipend Tolkien gave you whetted your appetite.
Yeah, of course. That's why I'm here.
Good point. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Countess Nerina Carvane. I assume you've noticed all the Akaviri relics I'm displaying. Well, it's safe to say I'm a collector of sorts. I've invested a great deal of time and money acquiring these bits of ancient history. In fact, I'd be so bold as to proclaim my collection the most complete in all Cyrodiil, perhaps even beyond. Except for one thing. A particular relic has eluded me for many years. Possessing this piece of Akaviri antiquity would make my collection complete. I'm of course referring to the Draconian Madstone.
Oh, of course. Of course. What do you... By the way, can I persuade you? Oh, wow, I can. By a lot. Okay.
Really? Not funny. You're No, you do me too much honor. Oh, no, you do me too much You're revolting. Oh, please. What a wonderful compliment. You should be Really? Interesting. What a wonderful Oh, please. Really now. What a you can't scare me. Goodness. What can I say? Oh, You can't... Really? Interesting. All right, I get it.
Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm here.
Well, it's safe to say I'm a collector of sorts. In
fact,
I'm of course
Right, okay. What do you think of Chancellor Akato?
He served Emperor Uriel for many years, and so far he has done well in an impossible situation.
Tell me about the city of Bruma.
Some see only the conflicts between northern and southern cultures, but I see the way they are stronger when woven together.
Okay. And how about buying a house? Can I do that yet?
I've been looking for just the right owner for a special home I have. It's a quaint little house conveniently located just off the main gate.
Whew, 10,000. All right, sure. I'll gladly pay 10,000 gold for it.
Wonderful. I'll have the deed transferred to you. Here is your key to the door. As I said, it's located right by the main gate. I've had a look at the place myself, and it could use some furnishings inside. Quite barren in there, I'm afraid. I'm fairly
Why are you
certain that
laughing?
Cyrodiil at Nova Roma here in Bruma can acquire the things you'll need to make it look like home.
Okay, and about the Draconian Madstone?
The stone is a fine bit of Akaviri craftsmanship. Worn like an amulet, this talisman is said to protect the wearer from poisons of any type. The Madstone appears as a snake, coiled around and encircling itself. The eyes of the snake are supposed to be precious gems or some such. Through my sources, I've learned that the last reported location of the Madstone was the ruins at Pale Pass.
Oh, God. All right, yeah, Pale Pass. Of course. I remember Pale Pass. Whew, man, I remember that. Okay, you know, we were joking about surely this one couldn't be worse than the last one. Depending on how Pale Pass looks these days, it could be pretty rough. All right, Pale Pass, tell me about it.
Are you familiar with the history of Pale Pass?
No, and I don't care. No. Yes. No, I'm not.
Back at the end of the First Era, raiders from the continent of Akavir attempted to gain a foothold here in Tamriel. At that time, the Empire was broken into smaller factions. Raymond Cyrodiil decided to unify them and form an army to repel the Akaviri raiders. The force became known as the Army of Raymond. The two armies clashed in what's now northern Cyrodiil. The Akaviri were strong and well supplied. But their greatest error was marching through Morrowind on the way to their objective and dismissing the response it would garner from Vivek. They didn't count on Lord Vivek forming an alliance with the Trident Kings of the Dreg. From Morrowind, he struck at their rear flank. Not only did this make the Akaviri fight on two fronts, it also cut off access to reinforcements and supplies from the sea.
History lessons are boring. So the Alliance ended the conflict? Wait, who was Raymond Cyrodiil? Let's say that.
You must be joking, right? Who hasn't heard of the greatest known hero of the First Age? Raymond Cyrodiil not only was the conqueror of the Akaviri forces, but he actually convinced them to help build the empire as it is today.
He
With such an
convinced them.
empire at his disposal, he conquered most of Tamriel, except Morrowind, of course, and was crowned emperor. In fact, he instituted the rites of becoming an emperor, which included the construction of the Amulet of Kings. His alliance with Lord Vivek during the Akaviri invasion is just one example of his cunning and ingenuity.
So the Alliance ended the conflict?
Not quite. The army of Raymond knew that the organized Akaviri forces were commanded from a hidden post in the mountains. Rumors placed it in a snowy vale called Pale Pass. That's where Raymond focused his attention. As his forces fought their way across the Gerald Mountains, the Akaviri suddenly surrendered. It was assumed they were overwhelmed and gave up. The only strange part was that the command post and Pale Pass were never found. It was dismissed as a rumor, and the army of Raymond celebrated. It's come to my attention that the post did exist, and it happens to be the last reported location of the Draconian Madstone.
Okay, and tell me more on the Draconian Madstone?
If you retrieve the Draconian Madstone for me, I'll be happy to compensate you by rewarding you with another Akaviri artifact. Are you game?
Are you game? Are you game? What a thing to say. And that was apparent, like, this is original VO. Yeah, Countess Narina Carvain, I am game.
I had a feeling you'd accept. Good. Then let me tell you how you're going to find the Madstone. I've come into the possession of a diary, written by an Akaviri messenger. I suspect that the text within can lead you to the ruins. Here's a translation of the passages we could still read. It was quite damaged. I've also included a rough map that was drawn in the diary as well. I'm also providing you with a unique key that was supposedly found with the diary. I'm assuming it'll prove useful when you arrive at the site.
Akaviri diary translation, Fort Key, Pale Pass map. Okay, let me write these down. Okay, that way we don't forget what these items are. Let's see. Akaviri. Was it diary translation? Diary translation. And then Pale Pass map. Yeah, so the peculiar thing about Pale Pass when we get there is that there's like a series of hidden treasure chests that you have to activate in like a particular order to get some type of treasure. I forget what it was, but it's not even that good if I remember correctly. Okay, tell me more about the diary.
I paid several scouts to try and find the ruins at Pale Pass before I hired you. They were only able to locate the first of a series of landmarks. These landmarks are mentioned within the diary. The one referred to as Dragonclaw Rock has been located. I'll mark it on your map. The rest is up to you. My scouts reported bitter cold and dangerous creatures in the area, so they couldn't proceed. Be cautious and return home soon. Good luck.
Okay, more on the diary?
The messenger's diary will make a nice companion to the Madstone in my collection.
Okay, more on the Madstone?
The Madstone awaits, and so does your reward if you retrieve it.
Okay.
May the path ahead be free of danger.
I mean, I don't think it will be, according to what you just told me. Carius Runelius. What do you say?
What seems to be the problem?
Nothing at all.
Have you ever considered a job in law enforcement?
Oh, it's you. Okay, we're familiar with that guy. That was from the Vampire Hunter quest. Okay. So there's Dragonclaw. Haven't we been by Pale Pass before? Maybe we were close enough to get it to show up on our map. And that's it. Okay, well, we'll exit out here. We'll travel up. Good. Oh, and we should read the diary once we get to the rock, huh? Okay, there we go. Oh man, look at Frost Crag Spire. Holy heck. Anything else around here? Nope. Oh, this is where it's gonna go down. Okay. Dragonclaw Rock. Well, there is a bear here, too. Okay. I've arrived at Dragonclaw Rock. I should consult the messenger's diary to learn the way to the next landmark. Okay. Yeah, they maybe added a little too many rocks here. But, yeah, you can see it kind of looks like a Dragonclaw. You press down. Right? You can kind of see the makings of it. Right? These are like the talons. And this is the, I don't know what you would call it, the like main center part of the claw. Okay. Let's take a look at our diary translation here. Day 3. It is with a heavy heart and a trembling hand that I pen this latest entry. It has been several days since I have seen anyone else on the road from our garrison at Grey Ridge. The road is lonely and treacherous. I'm rationing my supplies to prepare for a tough path ahead. As long as Raymond Cyrodiil's army hasn't located our headquarters at Pale Pass, the journey should be fairly uneventful. I admit, I'm nervous. It is an honor to be selected to carry these orders to our fort, but sending me alone is a calculated risk. While it is not my own life I am worried about, it is the importance of the contents of the orders that aggrieves me. If they are somehow lost, the fort will not know that their supplies are going to be delayed by a month. Without that knowledge, the fort may choose to press the attacks on the front line as their supplies dwindle. They're counting on those supplies to be there sooner. I must not fail getting this message there. The slate rock that the orders have been carved upon for safety weighs me down. It is a constant reminder of the more than physical burden that I carry. Day 7. It has been 2 days, and I have finally arrived at Dragon Claw Rock. The huge formation is a welcome and invigorating sight. The giant stone appears to reach down from the north and strike at the heart of Remus's forces, like our armies have been doing for the better part of a year now. I have still encountered no one else on this trail. I hope that as I head due west along the narrow path, I will find someone who can give me some news as to how our men are faring in the war. Day 8. After winding my way westward, I have come within sight of the Sentinel, a huge statue placed there by some unknown artist many years ago. It stands watch, pointing north as if daring anyone to cross the borders into the Imperial Nation. Remus would be quite angry if he knew we use this very statue as a waypoint to his domain. Last night I encountered another one of our messengers, who had been beset by a pack of mountain wolves. His leg was hurt badly, but I managed to help heal it with an ampule of medicine I carried with me. He said his name was Salaj, and he was on his way from Pale Pass to request more supplies. I discussed with him the irony of our meeting, and he decided to travel with me back to the fort, since his mission would be needless. We planned to leave at nightfall. Day 9. I'm using much of my remaining strength to write this. As we had made our way north from the Sentinel, we were attacked by perhaps the same pack of wolves that had attacked Salaj. He had chased them off earlier after being bitten, but now that they had tasted blood, they'd returned in greater number. Fighting back-to-back, Salaj and I slew at least 8 of the beasts, but not before one of them clawed my gut and left a terrible wound. We were able to drive them off, but now I'm bleeding badly, and the only medicine I had I gave to Salaj. We have decided to continue north until we reach the portal to the Serpent's Trail and seek cover inside. I will try to write more soon, but I must sleep. I'm so very tired. Day 11. This is the last entry I shall be able to write. We entered the Serpent's Trail nearly a day ago, seeking shelter from the elements and the wolves. What we did not foresee was the creatures that had decided to make the Serpent's Trail their home. I did not see them clearly, but they were huge and strong. Salaj died instantly as one of them cleaved off his head with a single stroke. There were 3 of these huge, ugly, man-like creatures. I ran as fast as I dared through the dark tunnels trying to escape, but as I fled, one of them hurled a boulder at me and struck me square in the back. I managed to crawl through a smaller opening and escape the lumbering monsters, but I soon realized that crawling is all I would be able to do. I think the boulder shattered my spine. I can no longer feel my legs. My wound from the wolf attack has reopened, and I've lost much blood. I fear that this is as far as I shall be able to go. I've failed my mission. I've been unable to get these orders to the fort at Pale Pass. I'm so close, yet it may as well be leagues away, since I can no longer walk and my strength is draining. If a fellow messenger or soldier picks up this diary, please get the orders to the fort before it's too late. And please tell my wife, Vada, that Jafari will always love her. Oh. Okay, so we need to go west to the Sentinel, a huge statue placed by some unknown artist many years ago. Okay. Good. Serpent's Trail. Oh hey, there's a dreg out here. How weird. And here it is. I've reached the second landmark, the Sentinel. I should consult the messenger's diary once again to discern the way to the third one. Or the third landmark. Cool. Ooh, part of the head fell off. Okay, but we don't even... Because we're in Oblivion Remastered, we don't even need to do that. We can just see where we need to go right now. What does it say, though? North from the Sentinel. Okay. Serpent's Trail. Continue north until we reach the portal. Okay. Weird that someone put a statue right here of all places. How peculiar. Oh, look. There's a Minotaur. Steel Warhammer there. What is up with the land dregs in this area? I did not think they were down to clown in climates like this. I guess there's such a thing as like snow crabs, right? Okay. Dealt with an ogre. And Serpent's Trail. Good. I found the third landmark, the Serpent's Trail, which seems to be an underground passage. I'll need to traverse this passage if I'm to find the ruins. Can I refer to the Pale Pass map as well? Let's see here. There it is. Oh, this is the map. I thought it was a map of the Pale Pass, but it's a map on how to get to it. Okay. Is this new artwork? This feels quite new. Right, and notice the same sort of arrows. Right, the arrows seem remarkably similar. Yeah, I wonder if they redid the art on this and made it like HD. You know, made it high definition, that way it would display better on contemporary displays. Okay. Bashed a rat down. Dead end. I should be chopping these rats though. What am I doing? Booby trap. Easily and deftly avoided. What have we got? Long sword of brittleness. No thank you. I've discovered the body of the messenger who penned the diary I've been carrying. Even though he died over 1,000 years ago, the bones have been well preserved by the frost in the caves. He seems to be clutching something in his bony hand. I should investigate. Is that it right there? Oh, Pale Pass Ogre Cave Boss. Okay. Akaviri orders. Near the body of the messenger, I've discovered a slate tablet with what appears to be Akaviri writing on its surface. These must be the orders the messenger spoke about in the diary. Surprised there wasn't like an Akaviri item on them as well. Okay. I don't think I can, yeah. Because I can't read Akaviri. Sure. Yeah, very odd that, you know, I guess it's no wonder that they died. Because, as was left out from their journal, they were carrying out this courier duty completely naked. They were just completely naked and unarmed. If their body was truly, it said preserved for this many years because of the cold. Okay. whoops, I did it again. Throw a common soul in there, why not? Yeah, I was expecting more flesh on them than just being bones. I think back in the day they were also just a skeleton, you know? Battle Axe of the Inferno. Wow. And the Robe of Glib Tongues. You know what? The robe is pretty bad, but I am going to take it. That's some fun rando loot. And look at this. There's candles here. Obviously lit and maintained by the Pale Pass Ogre Cave bosses. Which, there's a surprising number of ogres here that are referred to as cave bosses. You would think that there might just be one. But, that's not true at all. There's actually quite a few. Okay. What have we got? This. Is this just like ogre treasure? Bow of the Glacier. No thank you. 70 gold though. I'll take it. Oh my god! Rocks! Oh, and a Spriggan. Nothing good on the Spriggan, really. And nothing good on the other side of the rocks. Uh-oh. Oh, look out, Creamy Man! Okay, there we go. This is just a black bear. Not even accompanying a Spriggan. Brown bear. Good. Oh, and there is, wouldn't you know it, another cave boss. Ogre teeth, another chest, 66 big ones. Okay. Weak potion of insight. And here we are, Pale Pass. Alright. God, I wonder if I'll be able to remember how to find these things. I've emerged from the Serpent's Trail and find myself face to face with the legendary Pale Pass. A path winds down into the snowy valley. If I follow it, it should lead me directly to the ruins. Which, thankfully, this is a completely optional objective. To find these chests. But I don't remember what order you're supposed to do them in. At all. Let's see, where are we on the world map? Oh, we're just here. In Serpent's Trail. Okay. If I remember correctly, there's like little areas around here that you can come across. And I think these Pale Pass Ogre Cave bosses respawn infinitely. I remember having to wait for some reason. I don't remember the reason why, though. Okay. Nope, can't go that way. What kind of plant is this? Milk thistle. Okay. Yeah, there should be like little refuges here and there. And that's where the treasures will be. Like I said, I really don't remember what order you're meant to do them in. A few of them are exceedingly easy to find. Huh. Okay. Let's head on back to the actual... what do you call it? The proper trail. Oh shit. Look at that. We are getting our blade skill up at long last. Well, faster than we have been. Yeah, wasn't there one out here by this? It's like frozen lake. Or pond, even. I want to say that there was. A pewter spoon. Yeah, I want to say that one of the little hidden treasures was right out here. But I don't think it was the first one you were meant to find. Sometimes the footfall sound effects are really weird. It sounds like walking on dirt in fucking Minecraft. I don't know why it sounds like that, but it really does. Or sand or something. Huh.
Ow! Ah!
Okay, well, let's maintain the normal path here. Okay. Over and around this way. Standard bone and an ogre's teeth. Anything else good around here? No, I don't think so. Huh. Was that one of them? No, I think it was just me looking at the grass. It looked like it could have been. Oh, hey, yeah, here's one. Yeah, that's how it works. You have to find each one by way of like a key. Okay. I'll drop something out here. Well, that shit's impossible to see. What is not impossible to see? How about fire salts? Could be worse. Okay. Get him, Gordon. Damn. Might be up to you, Gordon. Oh, no way. I can cast magic here. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I want to say, like, the first key is, like, at the end of the Pale Pass. Or maybe it's the other way around. That's where the last key is. I've discovered the crumbled walls of the once mighty Fort Pale Pass. It appears to have been destroyed by a landslide long ago. I should proceed into the ruins and search for the Madstone. Okay. I'm still good. There we are. Oh, maybe this is the water feature I was thinking of. Huh. Maybe. Maybe not. I vaguely remember there being like a chest by it. Oh shit. Okay. Well, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe there actually wasn't a chest by the frozen pond. No such thing, perhaps. Take some mother wart. Are there any that I can see from around here? Don't think so. Some remains of ruins, which do look a lot like a gigantic treasure chest. And here's the interior. Oh, maybe this is the lake. Or pond. Oh, yeah, here's a frozen barrel. Ah, crumpled note and rusty key. Fuck, this is it then. Okay. Crumpled note. "14 of Heartfire. 3rd era, 326, which this is fairly recent, right? This isn't that long ago. Well, relative to the other messages that we've been reading about, about what actually went on here ages ago. I guess you found the message I told you about, old friend. We've traveled together for so long, and you're the only one I trust with the ring and my story. I knew climbing into the window of that wizard's house was a mistake, but the bounty on the ring was just too enticing to pass up. They said it was worth thousands of drakes, enough to keep me comfortable for a while as I lay low. They also said Orthazel was out of town at some meeting of wizards or some such. They were wrong on both counts. You'd think I'd be used to this by now, dealing with the unpredictable in our line of work, but after trying to fence the ring all over Cyrodiil, no one would touch it. Worse still, Ortharzel was pursuing me the entire time. I had to call in many favors to stay one step ahead of him. I decided to strike north and make for Skyrim. As I was crossing the Gerals, he finally caught up to me. 2 fireballs later, I found myself tumbling down a steep, snowy slope into a valley. Don't know where I am, but there are some ruins of some old fort here. Luckily that fetcher didn't follow me down. I assume he gave me up for dead. I'm gonna stash the ring in this valley, make for Skyrim, and return later when it's safe. I've used some old chests I found in the ruins to make sure nobody stumbles across the ring. By mistake, you know. The old key to a key thing like we used to do. If I'll make it back here and you're reading this message, then the ring is all yours, my friend. Use it well and remember me. Signed, GS. Who could that be? I don't know. They may live in Skyrim. Maybe they were in Skyrim. Are there any working theories as to who it could have been? I don't think we know who it could have been. Alright, well, we got one of them. Thankfully, I think this will be a bit easier this time around. Thanks to my magic. Letting me go a bit faster. There should be one up here in this tower. Oh shit, there's some enemies here too. Too slow. Let's deal with this other enemy real quick. Further up. All the way at the tippy top? No. Seems like they're trying to find me too. Alright, that'll do. Good. Now, is there actually anything up here worth looking at? Is there another chest up here? I vaguely remember there being a chest that's part of this in the other tower, but I don't think this one. Right? I don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Okay. Good. Oh, whoops. Let's check that little landing there. Yeah, nothing. Like little leaves on the ground, but that's fine. And this is where we have to go. Mouth of the Serpent. But we'll hold off on that. Oh, shit. Was that the creamy man running by? Trying to run away from this cave boss. Okay, should be up here. There we go. Needs a key. Hey, we opened it. Perfect. Old key. Okay. And I don't think there was one anywhere near here. In this big mess of crap. And like I said, this is a completely unmarked little miniature adventure. And as well, like I'd mentioned, I'm pretty sure the reward is complete ass. Big old statue, big old head. The big major part of this, I do recall, is that it took me forever to find it. That is what I definitely remember, is that it was extremely hard, and I decided to just, like, try and figure it out myself. And it took for fucking ever. Okay. The other thing that I remember is that there was, like, a makeshift camp somewhere up here. I think it was, like, all but extinguished. Okay. We could go check that, that other chest that we had found before, but I don't think that was... I don't think that's the next one. It could be. But I don't think so. We'll scope it out. Just to, be extra sure. Okay. Let's see, was it over here? No. Where did I leave that fire salt at? Hopefully it didn't get knocked over or something. It was around one of the turns, wasn't it? Oh, shit. You know what would have been good is if I had some, like, Welkin stones on me. Those things really glow. At least in the remaster. Okay. Yeah, wasn't it down here? No, I don't think so. Oh, here it is. Which means on the other side, but I don't think we have... Oh no, this was it! Wow. Forgotten key. So if we're going in order, it's probably further to the south then. Okay. Somewhere around here that looks like it could be hiding something. A chest, specifically. And unfortunately, this one I don't remember at all. Could it have been down here in this little valley? No. Okay. It's a peculiar looking rock. But no, that's just the start. Okay. I don't think we can go over... Yeah. Out of bounds. Maybe up this way? Don't think so. Oh, hey, here we go. Wow, was this the final one? Oh my god, I did it! I was able to channel my subconscious and somehow find it. Oh my god. Okay. Huh, I feel pretty damn good about that. But as you can see, the ring itself is kind of shit. It's maybe pretty good to have early on. But I don't know of anyone playing Oblivion that does this quest early on. Yeah, it gives you 3 points to agility, endurance, speed, strength, and willpower. I don't know that it gives you +3 to everything, though. It seems and reads as if it would, but I don't think that's actually true. Right, like, obvious ones that are missing is intelligence and personality and, I guess, luck. Yeah, quite bad. Alright, well, let's head on up over here. Get into position for our little excursion. Man, I am honestly very impressed that I found it. Right? I will toot my own horn. I be tooting. And I will say, man, I did not think that we would be able to do it. I thought this would be something where, like, I give it a good shot, a good try to find it, but ultimately I have to look it up in between videos. And we just, like, you know, suffice it to say, we found it the hard way in the original playthrough, right? Once was enough. But hey, look at that. All right. Well, I think we'll call it here for now. And when next we return, we will travel on into Mouth of the Serpent, which I don't remember if this is particularly large or not. I want to say I remember it being small, but who can say? Anyway, if you'd like to stick around, we will be doing a little bit of reading. And what are we reading this time but, well, I guess we could read, like, Spirit of the Daedra? Yeah, why not? How you should know us. Death, defeat, and fear. Spirit of the Daedra. Doesn't even say the title there. Alright, if you'll excuse me real quick, though, I am going to take a quick drink. Apologies. Alright. Spirit of the Daedra. How you should know us, death, defeat, and fear. We do not die. We do not fear death. Destroy the body and the animus is cast into the darkness. But the animus returns. But we are not all brave. We feel pain and fear it. We feel shame and fear it. We feel loss and fear it. We hate the darkness and fear it. The scamps have small thoughts and cannot fear greatly. The vermi have no thoughts and cannot fear. The Dremora have deep thoughts and must master fear to overcome it. How sad. The clan bond. We are not born. We have not fathers nor mothers, yet we have kin and clans. The clan form is strong. It shapes body and thought. In the clan form is strength and purpose. The oath bond. We serve by choice. We serve the strong so that their strength might shield us. Clans serve by long practice, but practice may change. Dremora have long served Dagon, but not always so. Practice is secure when oath bonds are secure, and trust is shared. When oath bonds are weak, there is pain, and shame, and loss, and darkness, and great fear. How we think about man. Perhaps you find scamps comic, and vermi brutish. How then do you imagine we view you humans? You are the prey, and we are the huntsmen. The scamps are the hounds, and the vermai the beaters. Your flesh is sweet, and the chase is diverting. The chase is diverting. As you may sometimes praise the fox or hare, admiring its cunning and speed, and lamenting as the hounds tear its flesh, so do we sometimes admire our prey, and secretly applaud when it cheats or snares or eludes pursuit. But like all worldly things, you will in time wear and be used up. You age, grow ugly, weak, and foolish. You are always lost, late or soon. Sometimes the prey turns upon us and bites. It is a small thing. When wounded or weary, we fly away to restore. Sometimes a precious thing is lost, but that risk makes the chase all the sweeter. Man's mystery. Man is mortal and doomed to death and failure and loss. This lies beyond our comprehension. Why do you not despair? Well, oh, my dear Dramora or whatever the fuck you are, I think you'll find we do. I think you'll find we despair a lot. All right. Very peculiar that vermai are not present in this game, right? Despite being mentioned here, you would think that they would be present in Oblivion of all games. I don't even know what vermai are, but I know they're definitely not in Oblivion. Have I met vermai in Morrowind, in Tamriel Rebuilt? Maybe? Maybe I have. Maybe they're one of the weird new ones or whatever. Right, the big golden ones with no mouth. Or maybe the, that one that came out of that person's mouth. Alright, maybe. Anyway, when next we return, we're heading into, speaking of mouths, the mouth of the snake. Until next time, please take care of each other.